And it is now the recorded session of this very. Shut up, me. I actually sound pretty alright. I mean, it's not like the sharpest, but I don't think it's necessary. I think my voice work is slowly being paid off. I think I'm just going to leave the title as is because, believe it or not, is another commission related to Sam. So, okay. All right. I'm not fully set up yet because it's there's lack of music and that, and I'm a bit like I'm 5 minutes over the usual plan, but that's all right. And I think my laundry is done, but I think I'm gonna have to check on that after the. Well, wait, maybe still going because I don't think it shouldn't stop. Usually a laundry could do like take an hour. I can hear from here, but you guys probably couldn't. But how about we put on some again music? I want something like again. I like chill music, you know. Yeah, sure. There we go. Okay. One, two. It's good to have like plenty of things going on. Let's see. Am I missing anything else? I don't think so. Except I do. I do have one more thing I need to do. It's time to announce. This is why I like to oh gosh. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Oops, no. So at least it only take me like less than a minute when all things goes as planned. So I don't know how long I feel like doing this today's stream, but I know for a fact I'm going to maybe do a short one, I think. But what matters for me for the time being is, well, I think it's simply, you know, just try to at least get something started, and I'll just probably go from there. Today I decided to spoil myself again. You know, I don't know. Like when I'm at work though, it's like I want this day to well, more like this morning to be over with, so I could just, you know, go and do the rest of the day thing. You know. So that's an idea anyway. So. So this morning, before work, I decided to do like a quick little doodle. I haven't done anything yesterday. I just felt this feeling, this familiar feeling again. You know, it's like I want to do something, but I just don't feel like it, you know. So I goof off there. And today, I just wanted to, like, you know, kick back again and just like do it a little bit smaller, right? So might as well just do that. Thankfully, this upcoming weekend should probably make some things up for it. All right. Trying to set up the scene somewhat a little differently here. I don't know. I should try this up being like, you know, a perspective thingamajig. And they're not like, you know, we'll see, I guess. My client, of course, is usually like pretty fine with whatever I put out anyway. But, you know, I always like do the best I can. You know, so probably like change things up a little bit. And you know, on my last drawing, if there's one mistake I personally made, well, of course, was the fact that the evil counterpart. You probably know, but if you notice, but the evil face flick is actually on the wrong end. But you know, it's you know, it's not like it's a huge deal, but rarely but you know, I haven't drawn her enough to put that consistency in mind. But you know, man, I'm just like thirsty. Good thing I brought water with me. All right. All right then. Here we go. There's a little snooze. So, the Game Awards from last night ended, and I am glad that Baldur's Gate 3 finally earned the award. Well, I mean, you know what? I think it comes off as no surprise, but I'm great. I'm thankful that that game deserved it. It deserved, the Game of the Year award, for those wondering, pretty much. And you know what? I think it's really. Winners. So I'm just simply gonna run it down based on. I'm not sure if that's all of it, I think, right? Sure, the nominees are not like on the list, but I'll give you like a quick Google search here, and I'm just gonna like post on here because I'm just not gonna like bother to create another like scene thing, So obviously you could tell that Baldur's Gate 3 from Larian Studio not only received the Game of the Year, but also the player's voice, which I'm thankful this game rightfully deserved it. I never actually touched the game myself, but I hope to one day get around to it, should I actually afford to. For what it's worth, though, I think it is worth it, considering the vast amount of content the game has. Cyberpunk 2077. So you do have like the ongoing game. Obviously, wasn't there like I don't know, but now I don't know. This is the first time I've ever seen a category made as ongoing game. Yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 came out in 2020, which is crazy to think about it though, because it's like as of this time, it's been 3 years old. I should definitely like highlight it, for you guys to see. So how does that work? Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Wait. Which tool is it that acts like a highlighter without it like screwing it up? Highlight? Yeah, that's kinda is not it. I don't know. Oh wait, it's hard light, maybe soft light, linear. Yeah, darker color. You know what? We'll go with darker color, like that. Right, so Baldur's Gate 3, Game of the Year, very awesome. Cyberpunk 2077, ongoing game. I was thinking of picking that game up sometime afterwards, but maybe in the future, once I have like better, like if I have the cash to buy it. I know I have the hardware, but maybe just not yet. Last of Us. Best adaptation. It's referring to the show I never seen it though. A lot of these things I don't know nor really touch. You got Honkai Star Rail, a mobile game, so best mobile game. You know what? We barely talk about mobile games other than like, you know, PC ports of those, I guess. But I mean, I'm familiar with Honkai Star Rail, like, or at least Honkai in general. Like, you kind of see it everywhere. I'm sure you get the idea. Beautiful waifus and husbandos and stuff like that. Mostly just, you know, waifus. That. How did it earn the recognition of a mobile game? I don't know. Baldur's Gate 3. Look at that. There's another one. Best multiplayer game and also best community support also here. So that's 4 in a row. Oh, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth as the best, most anticipated game. Cool. I haven't really paid much attention to Final Fantasy. Like the only version I recall was the like 2020. Wait, when did I think it was like a few years ago, I think. Nice, it's still going though. Sea of Stars as... Oh, I've heard about this game, and I've actually seen a little bit of it. But I am happy that this one got its recognition too. There are many great indie games that came out this year. And this is like among one of those. Valorant. We don't talk about Valorant here, to be honest. Like, yeah. But, Riot Games, whatever. Screw you. Best sports game. I don't know. I'm not like an esports player, or I used to try to get into esports, but it's just not my thing. I would not touch Valorant with a 20.5-foot pole due to issues that the game is. Like, you can play the game, sure, but then you wouldn't know that it's doing stuff to your system. You wouldn't know it until it's too late. But I guess it's fine. Hey, look, another winner. But this is the 5th time we've seen this on this list for best role-playing game. Obviously, like at this point though, there's nothing from Blizzard. You know what? Blizzard, like, if Blizzard really went far and actually announced, you know, proclaimed that their game Diablo 4. I forget the name a little bit, but yeah, Diablo 4. You know what a crap heap that game was, and it still continues to be crap because of the mismanagement. I'm just glad that award goes to this now. And why? Well, it's because they made something so great that it puts Blizzard to shame. The shell of what it was once. Probably talk a little bit more about it in a bit. Iron Mouse Content Creator of the Year. Oh wait, Iron Mouse. Oh, well, that's new. I guess VTubers is a thing now. Like, best VTuber or Content Creator of the Year in general. That's new. Yeah, Iron Mouse. That squeaky girl. Okay, it's funny. Epic Games. Alan Wake 2. Wait a minute. Oh, did they like mix it up? Or Studio Game Direction? Oh, Epic Games. Alan Wake 2. Did they actually have they been making another game? Like, I don't know, do they like really stop caring about making games since Fortnite? I don't know, I wasn't really caught up with Epic Games lately. I know I have played Fortnite earlier-ish this year. Yeah, I did. I haven't touched it in like many months now. Genshin Impact is once again my go-to game lately, so. Remedy Entertainment, also another one from this. Might as well just like make it into a single category, or maybe it's a tie, I don't know. Armor Core 6, Fires of Rubicon, Namco Bandai Games, and of course From Software. Best action game, and you know, action adventure, Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. totally good. Faker, esports player. I never heard of Faker. I don't know. I mean, another Alan Wake game for art direction. Okay, cool. And Super Mario Brothers Wonder, best family game. So I don't think that's like the entirety of the list. Maybe there's like a little more, but I think that's it. You know, Super Mario Brothers Wonder may as well be like, you know, the best 2D platformer, and well, it's technically 3D, but it looks like 2D in some way. So yeah, most of the list goes to Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm grateful that it got the awards. And I hope that the team behind it gets all the recognition. There are nominees, sure, that some of them are from other companies that we dare not speak of, but you know, when it comes to the real winners, though, yeah, that shows. I'm glad that we're at the point that, well, I would, you know, I don't think it's not like. I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of like, you know, a little disappointed how video games has been. Of course, there always will be good video games. You just have to know where to look for them and support those who does make good video games. Not like, you know, supporting some random studio or even like old ones who like has no idea how to make them at all. Something like that. If you know what I mean. Again, you just gotta know where to look for them. Right? So. But hey, you know what? Genshin Impact got also received an award for, you know, the ongoing game in a way. So yeah, 3 Primal Gems, 800 of them, although 200 in the span of 4 days. So still, that's like pretty good value if you ask me. So yeah. Here we go. I don't know why, I'm just like kind of thirsty. Here we go. This pose is a little hard, I don't know why. I don't know why, like, it's a... Like, I know if I want to, like, kneel a character down, I don't know, it's like... It's like I'm so used to just drawing them standing up, right? If that makes sense. Anyway. So, so I thought about one of the companies that I love to loathe and hate, and that is Blizzard. I'm glad that they don't, like, you know, get as much of recognition, and you know that. I mean, they could have won something if really. Maybe there's like even more. I don't know. You know what? There's actually more to the list though, but I'm just taking a quick list because, you know, nominees are like, you know, they're like essentially the runner-ups, but, you know, it's like, hey, there's something to there's some recognition that is in there, right? So, innovation and accessibility. Okay, well, I guess Diablo 4 received that, I suppose. But what kind of innovation in accessibility? I don't know. I guess, you know, like quality of things in order to make the experience easier. But I don't know. I never heard anything good coming out of that. Gains for impact. I've heard that Volcano High earned that for some reason. But when I watched one of the reviews, it just isn't good. We know it's kind of not good. Not sure about the others though, but goodbye Volcano. I don't know. Best ongoing game. So yeah, there's Genshin Impact I'm looking at. There's also Fortnite, but that's like doesn't need to be rewarded. I don't know. It's been around for long enough, you know. Cyberpunk 2077. I guess it earns it though, but it's only because they're actually constantly improving the game since its launch. And I guess it's gotten better since. Best Independent, Cocoon, Dave the Diver, Sea of Stars, yes, debut indie game. Hey, even Pizza Tower got the best debut indie game. But Cocoon is like, yeah, I don't. Oh wait, is that the game that some jerk ass troll actually like posted that mean comment? I don't know. I haven't seen it, but okay, now I remember, but never seen the game actually. But I know Pizza Tower. I actually played Pizza Tower, but I haven't finished the full wholly yet. Best mobile game. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Okay, that's interesting. Best VR and AR game. Gran Turismo. Nothing interesting. Best section game. I'm not gonna try to waste you guys' time, but I'm just like best section adventure game. Best RPG. I'm just looking for something that is nominated, but like something worth interesting. Best fighting game. Nickelodeon's Robot. Okay. Best simulator game. Disney Illusion Island. Pikmin 4, Sonic Superstars. I'm sure that's a great game. Super Mario Wonder. Yeah. Best Sim Strat. Okay, these are like new. I don't think these are the ones I haven't really showed off the list yet. Thanks, Google. Yeah, Advanced Wars, Fire Emblem, Pikmin 4. Okay, Pikmin 4 got that. Best Sports Racing, Forza Motorsports, Hot Wheels Unleashed 2, Turbocharge. I don't know. Best multiplayer. Okay, yeah, that's Baldur's Gate, most anticipated. It's best multiplayer. Diablo 4 has best. What? Really? Is it that better? Well, I mean, I'm not saying it's good. I don't know. Betsy Sports. You know, it's funny because you would think Overwatch 2 would be on the esports games list, but then again, the game came out last year, yes, and there are other entries in the game that's on there, but it's not even mentioned on the list. Certainly will tell you the state of the game, and so far I have never seen Overwatch 2 anywhere on the list other than Diablo 4. Like, it got like just a couple base sport variant Evo. player's voice. Cyberpunk, Genshin Impact, Spider-Man 2, Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, those are very interesting lists. But Baldur's Gate 3, yep, it got that. And personally, I think Baldur's that is like, you know, the game of the year. So a great game, great standards, all that. Personally, it's worth supporting. As for that, I only like, okay, Diablo 4, okay. Best accessibility. I mean, it wasn't like Burn or something, but I mean, it's, yeah, sure. I don't know what the why, but I don't know why. I mean, I play games that are actually alright and they're accessible. I never played a game to tell you why, but how did they get on the list to begin with? That's my question. But regardless, it did not receive as much of attention or praise, and certainly never got the Game of the Year award. But in all honesty, based on what I learned, it deserves none of it. And I know it's not fair just to criticize. Like, maybe there are good things going about it though, but not after the fact that they that they made these ridiculous decisions in order to make the game more grindy than ever. It's just anti-consumer like practices and stuff. So hence that's why I'm like, I don't know about the list, but I guess at least Baldur's Gate 3 is, you know, among one of the best on the list there. So there's that. So yeah, but this makes me want to talk about something. I want to talk about the state of the game, the gaming, as far as I can say, with this year so far. This year has been kind of trashy for some of the more notable titles that are like, I don't know all of them though. I watched a few from Angry Joe, Angry Nerd, not Joe. Well, the Angry Joe, yeah, Angry Joe, not Angry Nerd though. He talks about older stuff. Oh. The Baldur's Gate 3, good job, team. Good job, team. One day, I definitely should give your game a go. I hope one day. Because for me, you know what really makes me happy for is that I think that game, you know, it's rightfully earned. I could not get... Sorry about the noise in the background. Not that I can't really do much. The walls are like thin. My door has a big gap at the bottom. And my brother lives pretty much like, you know, next door, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah. And he could be like loud to the point that he's more like an open mind, you know. Whatever he thinks is something out loud, he will speak out loud of his mind, if you know what I mean. Like, to be fair, I do that too. I do that as well. But I don't know if I'm just as annoying, but thing is, um, it's annoying. It's annoying. I'll give it that. So if I'm trying to like do something like more serious, then that could be a problem. But I'm not doing that thing. But my sister, she wants to do it seriously. But anyway, that's not the point I want to talk about this topic here. Here's the thing. There are bad games came out this year that is like so ungodly bad. So bad. Like, I mean it. There some of them are like so bad you kind of question of why they made them that way to begin with. It's easy to see why, and that. So and then you got games that could have been good, but you know what? I kind of see it coming. You know what? I'm not like too surprised about how Diablo 4 turned out. It's not that I don't want to see the game release and make it fun to talk about it. I like to give the game a benefit of a doubt that, hey, you know what? Maybe this could be Blizzard's last real attempt at making something good, right? Instead, they made a game and it's just crap. Well, I mean, it's got gameplay that you all know and love, but it's kind of crap. Like, really crap. Like, to be honest, it's like it's a kind of a crap that sorry, that's a lot of crap. But I do think it is, just from the outset. My most recent purchase from Blizzard is actually Warcraft 3 Reforged. But the only reason I bought that is not just because I want to play multiplayer. Oh no, I just want to play just that single player-ish experience. And I personally don't care about that too much. It's got new content, sure, but if and one day should they ever decide to like go down in history and be forgotten, at least I still have like a physical format. I never played too many Blizzard games other than like Warcraft 3, StarCraft 2. I almost wanted to give World of Warcraft a go, but back then, you know what? I still have the redeem codes that is wholly unused. I never got a chance to use those codes, and I have plenty of them, believe it or not, enough to get like a little more time out of it, but I think here's the thing: when I try to look it up, though, I don't think they, you know what? I'm gonna see. Redeem code. Do they still do that though? I'm not sure, but the ones I have that's like I guess in the package, again, I don't know, but I haven't really touched World of Warcraft really to confirm this, but I wonder if it still works, but I'm not going to bother period, you know. Maybe we'll go something like that. And then oh wait, no, not shrink selection. Yeah. Can't see too well like this. Okay, wait. Well, at the very least, I still have Warcraft 3, my top favorite game from Blizzard Company, period. And I'd rather be playing that until it no longer works, and even that no longer works. I still have 1.6, which did they call it though? Which, by the way, I didn't know that they actually had other versions of Warcraft 3 release. I've always been playing the, you know, the initial release, and nothing else came out of it afterwards and that. And it makes the later versions of the games pretty awesome, really. So, like, again, it's pretty cool. The only difference is that, you know, later versions actually offers better support for larger maps, meaning you can have more stuff added into the map. So you can come up with something far grander, more ambitious stuff, you know. I try to get into the map creator feature. And you know, it's difficult, like kind of difficult because it's different. But I can still totally see it as a neat way to learn programming, and it definitely does allow you to come up with something even more advanced if you know, like, the more intricate things. Like, I don't know. No, I'm sinking. Help. But you know, screw Blizzard. Screw Activision Blizzard. They don't deserve it anyway. And yeah, even if they receive some nominees, I don't think that they deserve nothing. I'm sorry, but you can like the game if you do. If you do like the game, great. don't let my opinions convince you otherwise. I'm just telling you from an outsider's perspective, and from what I can say, I'm just not impressed with how Blizzard has been, like, handling. Especially, I feel like the Blizzard is, that they really have not been doing good on their part to actually, make a good game to begin with, and they still continue to find ways to but hey, I'm glad that other notable titles are getting the attention, especially coming from the indie scene. I'm glad that my faith in that scene is starting to become realized. And you know what? I rarely find myself playing AAA titles unless I know that I believe that they can do it. I mean, it's like trust. Trust is the word. I want to trust that they do the best they can. And let's take a brief turn to something a little different that I thought about this morning. When we think of bad video games, why do we think of today's video games being bad in a way that is different from the bad games of yesteryear, say, the last 15, well, even over many years ago, right? So I thought about it myself, and while I don't think I have the answer, at least not entirely, but I do a lot of research on this sort of matter, right? So I know that today's environment and today's landscape as of today, let's just say that a bad video game today is different for a reason that it's basically just the way that they wanted to try to take advantage of their immense success, and then just try to make like bad games, right? That's my guess anyway. But video games back in the day, there could be shitty ones too, they do exist. But what makes those games different? How they were made then? Well, there's clearly passion, or at least ambition, to the idea. And I'm not saying that every one of those games are thought of the same thing, but back when the technology is newer and when video games were more of a niche market, developers of the day would try back then they would try to actually make the game the best to their abilities and the hardware that they have to work with. So clearly, video games of the day would try to make the most of the hardware and try to push that. Development time so we're shorter, sure, but also there's a lot of challenges and hurdles to overcome. And a bad game back in the day could be the result of numerous factors, whether if it's due to time constraint, whether they don't have enough funds to fund it, or that there were some technicalities that they just couldn't figure out how to make a good game in a way, or they were just like experimental. That's what makes the games back in the day were like that. So I can excuse video games back in the day for being bad for minor reasons, simply for the fact that they're trying. They don't have like the formula, or like how, like, okay, well, how can we make a video game that people are gonna like, but what makes it different is that uh-oh. Sorry. I'm faking. Crap, I got distracted because of twins in the background. Right. Video games back in the day, I would imagine it's like, any one of the three, right? Maybe the fourth one, but it can happen if there's something to do with like the technicality and or experimentation. In that case, like, randomly I can pop into my mind that Busby is one of those games. Busby 1 and 2 and even 3D. They're bad. Yeah, they're bad. But for example, they were like bad for different reasons. Busby 1 and 2, I mean, I guess they're better than the 3Ds, but I feel like 3D though is like receive a lot of slack because of the timing of its release, and it's bad. But I like to believe that it has more to do with the technicality that they have no idea how to make a game in 3D, and it's like a slow death to it. That's one example, right? I mean, they clearly can afford to, maybe not as much, but it doesn't mean you don't need to have all the money in the world to do it. Oh, and there's also the fourth element to the mix, but I don't think it's not as much, because I think it's more to do with like, like everybody has to make their own engine from scratch most of the time, as opposed to like, as opposed to like, making, using like Unity, for example. Right. It's good that we're at the point that you can make games quickly, easily, but I don't think it works out the way that we imagine it would be, right? So, and for that, what's the difference by today, right? Well, today, most of the ideas that were done is simply because they want to make money. It's not like a need, but a must. And by that, they say like, screw the gameplay. It was like they decided to prioritize what they think the player would really want, rather than just to make a game, that they want to like, show off, right? There's actually a very interesting not TikTok, but Instagram thing that I've watched a few days back. Some guy said something to do with the lines of, what, I'm thinking like, if I could find, like, he actually like my friend actually just like sent this awesome video, and I think it is worth, I'm glad that he sent that though, but I hope it's not like, forgotten, right? So let me just like, I'm gonna turn this up a little bit, because this is actually really important stuff. So, copy. And then we'll just like paste it, and then I'll just like.
Something I say in the book is that the audience comes last. And I believe that. I'm not making it for them. I'm making it for me. And it turns out that when you make something truly for yourself, you're doing the best thing you possibly can for the audience. So much of why, if you go to the movies, so many big movies just not good. It's because they're not being made by a person who cares about it. They're being made by people who are trying to make something that they think someone else is going to like. And that's not how art works. Art doesn't, that's something else. It's not art. That's commerce. So if we're making art, we're making, it's almost like a diary entry. So could I be concerned that someone else might not like my diary entry? It doesn't make sense. You know, it has nothing to do with them. My diary entry has nothing to do with anyone else. So everything we make as artists are essentially diary entries. It's something I say in the book.
Yeah, that's a quote from Rick Rubin. And as the title implies, audience comes last, or something of that sort. Very awesome of my friend to put that out there. It's got me thinking, like, video games today made for the with the intent that with the expectation that a gamer is going to like the game. It's like making a game formulaic to the point that, you know, it takes all these boxes. This isn't like back then where it was experimental. There are some things that can work, but in all fairness, I feel that the reality is that nobody could figure it out until something actually works, right? And that's, I think, the beauty of it. But even then, it doesn't matter if they made a bad game or not. What matters is, you know, they actually made it into something solid that the gamers will like, and it'll last for like decades, if not maybe longer, something like that. And you know what else? They also make games mainly just for their own creative expression. Like Nintendo Nintendo understood this, you know, for example. Nintendo understood that, you know, a good innovation comes from the fact that they want to bring something new to the table, but still want to keep people entertained. But they still want to, like, make something good, something like that, right? That's why they know they've been making video games long enough to know that you don't have to make games that are always the same. Like, okay, sure, there are outliers like Super Mario series that, like, you know, they always use like the sort of engine from like many entries ago. That, but to give them some credit though, they do change things up in order to keep things interesting, and they also like spent more time just to fine-tune the experience in order to make them fun. You know, the most important thing is fun, right? You know, that's something most developers of today forget, that it's all about making a great game to have fun. Unfortunately, most developers, aside indie, the vast majority of indies, and, you know, like, you know, they don't care about making okay, like the old dinosaurs of the gaming industry, like, you know, Blizzard, Activision, EA, those guys. You know what I think? Those guys, and like, they have been around for so long that, you know, people have changed, and now, you know, you have these like new generations of people, and on their mind, all that comes to mind is not to make a game that they wish to express for themselves, but what they could do to maximize the player's attention and any means to make money. And the problem with that is that it is much more likely for a game to be bad because of the decisions in order to make the games that they figured that the player would like. And they don't actually spend as much time to, you know, like, do that, right? So, like, compared to the past, yeah, it was experimental, and one of many factors could happen. And hell, I would even say that, to some credit, it is Superman 64. As much as people can ravage that, can like, you know, throw piles of shit towards the game, there's actually ambition. They wanted to make a solid licensed title, but you know what screwed them over? Warner Brothers. Why? Well, Warner Brothers at the time, they were concerned about the Superman's let's just say, you know, they don't want to make Superman like too edgy, you know, or something like that. And there was going to be like a lot more like a bit more like much more closer to like the show, and then there was like, you know, this open world. Like they were pretty like forward thinking for the time. This was like before like say Spider-Man 2 would have like made that would have like, you know, come in, for example, right? Like it's like very ambitious for the time, I'll give him that. But no, it's like the top executives is like, no, you gotta make it something like this, and you know, and that right there is what really caused the downfall. Now Tinnis could have like come up with workarounds. I mean, they did technically, they kind of came up with a few ways, but then they were like so like, you know, upset with the direction of it though. It's just not as good as they wanted. But in the end, they just made it a half-ass game in the end. So, yeah. Those are like one of those cases in which executive meddling is a rare case. And yeah, they do. It's a rare thing. But nowadays, it's a bit more commonplace because of the executives and higher-ups just like, you know, tell these teams, make a game so we can make more money, so I can fill more money into my pocket, right? It's never about like players first. Never it's never about like, you know, fun or, you know, good gameplay or something like that. It's always about what can we do to maximize profits, and not about like, you know, what can we do to like, change things up. And that's a pretty good point. You know, if as much as I love annual releases, if done well, I like to see them try something different once in a while, or, you know, go for like a different IP or some other IP they haven't touched in a long time. There are a lot of problems. Yeah, I know. It's like I don't know, without like, you know, constantly rambling on to something almost unrelated, but today's landscape is like wholly different than it was. I feel like a lot of issues that I say, you know, it's so different. Like today, they rather play it safe. They rather just go with what makes them the most money, right? So that's why you tend to see these games that came out looking like crap. Sometimes they play like crap. So yeah, it's crap. Like crap. Everywhere's like crap. So I personally don't buy into these video games these days. And even if I feel interested in them, I just don't feel the same way as I was when I was younger, when I'm more open to the idea of just like, you know, trying them out. So there are some things that honestly back then they were better for reasons. They were better then, but they were different. But bad games always exist. There is a difference between how they were made back in the day as opposed to nowadays. The difference is, well, the greed is more obvious. They're not hiding that fact, and there's a clear intent that they see video games as content, quotations unquote, quote unquote content, not something that they make video games for people to enjoy for a long periods of time, that it will be probably remembered lovingly, and then that, and be what respected, and not like shove it aside when they don't feel like that they want to respect their past anymore. I mean, I understand you got to move away from the past and you got to, like, you know, move on, but to me it just feels like they're disrespecting their legacy somewhat, and not keeping up with their traditions of what made you know, games back in the day better, or at least the ethicness of the games back in the day, you know, better. Today it just feels different. You could have like a game that is that did not have like they have a lot more money to throw at though, but the game will be shit. They can have the best talent in the industry, and the game is gonna be shit. They have probably the best programming, those who have, like, you know, experience, but then they hire these people with the intent of like trying to figure out how to exploit our brains in order to maximize their earnings, and it's gonna be shit. And that all boils down to the fact that the corporate of the higher ups are more concerned with money. And you know what, I've seen way too many times that it got to the point that video games that today's landscape, you know how, I don't know if you guys really looked around, but they do post these half-ass apologies, and some of them are just like not really much of an apology at all. It's like, sorry, we didn't mean to let that happen, sorry, kind of like that, right? That's exactly like the point that I get, you know. It's like they don't like, it's like they don't do it until they've been caught, right? And when they've been caught, then they just do that. And the funny thing is, like, the funniest and the most pathetic thing I've seen came from, like, you know, the team behind Gollum, and they wrote this apology, except it's actually written by an AI, which is so, well, you know what? It's like an empty husk of what it is, or what they were, right? And that, you probably have seen Gollum, but if you haven't, it's a fantastic fail of a game. And they actually had years spent into the game, and what did they came up with? A game that is riddled with issues and questionable game designs and things. It's just like, things should not be allowed in video game design 101, but they screwed it up anyway, because they screwed it up so hard over a amazingly impressive franchise IP. It's crazy. Then there's Redfall. I almost forget the name. It's Redfall, is it? Yeah, it's Redfall. So what about the game Redfall from Bethesda? Well, it was made by Arcane Studios. And if you don't know them, they actually made, like, you know, Dishonored 1 and 2, and their previously released Deathloop, which is, by the way, one of their best. Like, they really are great at making video games. And Redfall is like, what the hell happened to that game? But you know what it boils down to? How Redfall came out the way it is? Well, it's for a different reason. Developers that work on the game hated working on the game because of the decisions that the corps are like mandating them to do these things. Is like, you know, screw this. We're just gonna, like, you know, make it half-ass and we'll see it, you know, something like that, right? They purposely made it that way. That's all you need to know. That's how they wrecked their game. They wanted to make it the best they could, but due to reasons they just couldn't. Kind of. They, again, like with Superman 64 Fiasco, they could have at least used their time and availability, but because they were told their things and that limits their creativity, that's like, yeah, might as well just not care, and maybe they wouldn't care either. And it bombed very hard. And that really affected the reputation of Arcane Studios. So, yeah, it's that bad. I mean, again, Redfall definitely is backed by the big names like Microsoft and Bethesda, but it's like you could have like the best. You could have like the best studio with the large amount of financial support and the best talent behind it, and the one big guy at the very top. It only takes one person to ruin everything for everybody. This is the state of video gaming, by the way. And I'm sure that most people by now are well aware of this fact. Which is why, when Baldur's Gate 3 came out this year, they, effing set a standard that surpasses the majority of how AAA studios establish it. And guess how they reacted? They reacted like, oh, how could you? How could you make a game so much better than ours? How's that? They were so surprised, but at the same time, they're upset because they're the lesser known studio made a game that had better budget, which isn't I don't know what the actual budget of the game is, but they definitely have a good amount of effort. It's actually far more polished, and they have amazing support, and and being beloved by the community is yeah. Does that tell you the state of the industry we're in? It's never about passion. It's about money. That's it. It's all about maximizing the growth. Maximizing revenue, that sort of stuff. That's where we're at currently, and it's gonna keep going. That's when people keep buying into their crap. It's gonna keep like that, That's why I rarely bought into newer games, because I don't know they'll ever be good, nor do they be worth my time. Yeah, I mean, I always at least try something new every now and then, so it's not like I'll have to go back to the past. I do prefer playing older games with the games that I enjoy playing, and I change how I view about how video games were developed and all that. And it all began when Konami decided, to screw with Hideo Kojima and his then work in progress title, Metal Gear Solid 5: Phantom Pain. And even before that, it's they kind of made a questionable decision, just made a paid demo for the prequel. What's it called again? I actually been playing it recently, so every now and then. Metal Gear Solid 5: Ground Zeroes. Yeah, that one. Okay. Yeah, Ground Zeroes. That one. I mean, I got it when it was on sale, so At least I didn't pay in full. But I actually had a great time, because there's care and effort put into it. The actual game itself, like the Phantom Pain, like it's awesome. It's actually like the last awesome-ish game that I ever touched by Konami, or at least made by Konami. But even then, it felt missing. They never finished the entirety of the campaign, and to me that's like a disservice to the Kojima's vision to bring Metal Gear Solid 5 to make it into a complete circle, to tie the whole franchise in the way, or bridges, if you will, right? Kind of like a tambourine. And to me, it's like, that's when I begin to realize something's not right, Maybe. So. Yeah. That's for me ever since 2015 and like onwards. I begin to like change. I begin to witness how games are becoming less like exciting to get into, less of a reason for me to like look forward to them and even like playing them. They're manufactured for profits, not for enjoyment. That's how I view them these days. That's not to say not every video game made by the AAA studios are always like it. Like there could be some hitters, but the thing being is, it's just not, and I mean not, for the same reasons that back in the days that developers would just like. Bad video games exist in like one of three primary reasons, but even at the end of the day, you could just look at it. You could yeah, they're more playable nowadays due to the age, and there are reasons to get into them. It's like older movies, which the older they become, the more obscure they become, and stuff like that. And it's like years after that, it's like I don't think it's not say oh, my bad. I don't have much else to say on that part. I will say this. It's just that video games are made more as I'm gonna be right back. I might as well just like check up on my laundry, and I'll be right back. So I could just like collect my breath for a little bit and just like, So I'll be right back. And I'm back. I'm back. I decided to refill myself with a free drink that I plucked from work. So half the sugar. Gatorade, baby. You can't see it, but it's it's nice to have a flavored drink of any kind. That's also it's not like that. I feel like I just want a snack, not gonna lie. I don't know. I'm not sure how to go about it. Waiting for insightful stuff to talk about, so. Okay. All right then. Due to how I'm feeling at the moment, I guess I'll just work on this. I don't know. Don't you just hate that when you're like, I want to do it, yeah, but then you're just kind of start to lose that creative energy. You know, that, so. Oh, nice. I got twice the yeet. More animated emote slots. That's pretty cool. Thank you for that Christmas gift. I realized I know my client loves belly buttons. So I had to do something about fading on the right here though. I was like, it's for some reason so wait, is that okay, that's not bad. Thankfully. I'll just like put it there for now and just we work the position, I think. I guess I'll be alright with this for now. I'll just work on it a little bit more. Double me up. The party's a go-go. So much space. So, personally for me, if I want to, I'm just gonna look at all that extra space. I'm trying, try to work on better composition, but I guess this square format I guess maybe it can work if I I don't know. Yeah, I think it can be done. Let's see. I make it so that it is like it's not so much. And I want to try think of something a bit more positive. Like, oh, the pink girls that like, oh man. I guess I could just like do a quick little. It's much easier for me, and I tend to forget it. But you know, I may as well just like. Okay. Riz is super talented. Definitely check him out, but just be aware, 18 plus. You know, I love how he just draws. You know, especially when it comes to Nintendo characters, especially is like he knows how. Yes, I just recently commented that, so that should tell you how much I really like it, you know. Oh my god. My god. My god. My god, I love that. I love that. Maybe I'll just like keep it at point that number 4. I mean, just like refine it a little bit more. I don't know. Doesn't have to be like perfect. In fact, it kind of adds a bit of that charm. You know, I've been meaning to like hoping to get around to do more personal stuff, but again, I'm happy that I get some work done, you know. But you know what? The more work I can get, the better, I suppose. And if I don't have anything more afterwards, I mean, I guess I could focus on something else, you know, personal stuff. But there's always like, you know, those times where I can just do it for myself, you know. Speaking of personal like projects and stuff, I've actually recently thought of something that I feel like it might be inappropriate to talk about. I realized that's probably way too big of an ear. I mean, it's a bit more realistic. Maybe not. Maybe so. I don't know. I mean, her eyes are kind of closed, but maybe I don't want to be like too low. Is it? I don't know. Too high? Too low? More like somewhere about here. Okay. Anyway. So I just I recently had this like, you know, brain fart of an idea that I want to try. So it's maybe I feel like I want to do more Genshin Impact the fan projects of the sort. I still have Layla I gotta get around to, but if at the rate I'm at though, it probably will. I don't know. Maybe I'll get it done at some point this December, but I don't know. I'm kind of just like waiting out for a different client, or maybe I might get lucky to get a little bit more work. I don't know. I'm not entirely certain, but I will say, regardless, when I get around to that and finish that, maybe like I want to get into animation stuff, but I actually want to do something more lewd, and it's going to feature an adult character. I'm saying it now, but I think Lisa is like the best candidate, and clearly she definitely is made to be, well, for that. It just came to me this earlier this morning while I was, you know, in the quiet mornings of at work. You know, that moment this has got like, you know, me thinking like, you know, you've been a naughty boy. And yes, if you haven't played the game, that is literally one of those lines. She is like openly, how do I say, like when they purposely are like, basically she just crap, what is it called, how would I say, like flirting, yeah, flirting, like she's openly flirting with, you know, to you, I guess, but or to the enemies. Not that I don't think she would. I mean, she's like ancient but still a hot lady. I mean, you know, the team really wanted to make sure the you know, they really want to make sure that someone hot in their lineup, you know, gets the you know, that. So I mean, there are already plenty of Rule 34 content out there, pretty much, but you know, I've been thinking, you know, I've been trying to, I've been like wanting to get into animation. And if you haven't checked out my video, one of the videos is actually an unfinished animation project that I wanted to try to get into. I kind of got some progress going on with that, but in the end I decided I don't think I'm going to just finish it. Like, I may as well just like leave it as is. As sad as that is, I mean, I wanted to finish it, but things are changing, or just don't have the time to do that. I don't know. Or maybe, no, it's not that. It's just because the software I've been using, it just gotten better with updates. But then I'm like, you know, I want to like try another one. And something that you know, I feel more motivated if I do something that I'm more interested in doing than to just do something that is suitable for the wide array of ages. I'm saying that now is because, you know, I did draw like, you know, adult content from time to time, whether if it's like paid, but I don't do them too often. I'll say that, but when I do, it's just usually something that I like doing. The last time I ever done anything that's adult is like, I started working on it in late 21 and finished it in early 22. I want to do another one, but I never really got around to finish to even finish that. And there was a project that me and my friend Cherokee, like we actually, I actually paid a buttload of money for her at the time, and she promised that she would get around to draw like a comic. She never did. Never, ever, in spite of the fact that she promised it. So, and well, I guess at some point after that time has elapsed, I felt that I should do it myself. But even then, I never got around to finish the comic. So, I never showed that though, because it's basically not like finished. Some progress has been made, but it's not entirely done. Unfortunately, it's not gonna happen, so I should start just fresh and try something a little different. Like, I know if one of the aspirations I would love to get down to is, you know, next year make you know, make a new animation project. I don't know in terms of the scope of what I'm thinking of doing, but I know I can do it. I'm pretty sure I can. But if I'm going to be doing something lewd, obviously I can't really do that on here now, can I? I mean, I do have Picarto, sure. And how am I going to do that? I guess the more I think about it, the more I feel that it might not be a good idea to do that after all. But I still feel like I want to do it somehow. But I just can't. And even if I have it finished, would it be not good enough to would it be too risky to just like have it put out over at DeviantArt? Or like maybe on social media, sure, like I have an account that I could just like post the post adult work on my own cord, but DeviantArt is like maybe, but that really depends. There are other sites I could try. Well, and then you got like Discord, and thanks to the fact I do have Nitro, so I could just upload big files if I wanted. In fact, how big can I really upload like large files or something? Where the heck it go? I still got some gifts I haven't used up yet. I can't actually check them out. Oh, thank you. And well, 100 megabytes. I thought it was like more than that. And also, hello, Yuppie. Hello. Well, I know they up it up to 25 megabytes, which is a lot more generous if you ask me. So you probably wouldn't need Nitro for most things, but if you got something like longer, then yeah, you're gonna need more. So, yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay. Like, if you're free, you can have up to 25. It was 10 before. When I look at it, though, it was 8. So I don't know who's saying what, so... Discord clarified and replies a tweet that the 25 megabyte upload applies to all users, including non-Nitro and Nitro Basic subscribers. So... But if you want to share larger files, you can pay $3 American for twice the file size. That's 50 megabytes. And Nitro users, which is the more expensive option, can enjoy 500 megabit uploads, as well as other features that I guess it justifies it though. Yeah, so 500 megabytes, that's many times, like that's 100, like, no, sorry, not 100, like 5 times more than 100. So that's a lot, and for good reasons too. So wait, how do you do it, man? So I'm not sure if I can, like, I don't know how big the file will be if I were to finish with the animation, but if I could like fit it in within a 500 megabyte cap, great, that'd be great. But as of now, I'm not sure. You just came home. Well, welcome home. I hope that your day's been well so far. Me, I'm just kind of drawn drawn at the moment. Another cool day today. And after tomorrow morning's work, I'm free for the weekend. So I'm glad for that. Yeah. Oh gosh, I guess this is the way the arm looks from this perspective. I think. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to like it. I'll go too crazy with this one, but I'll definitely do what I can. Ah, nice. Well, for me, my weekend technically starts on Sunday, but whenever I finish on Saturday, I tend to think like, you know, that's like, I still got most of the day, and even then I can do like other things, right? I just need sleep, right? That's all I wanted, right? So that's the reason why. It feels like that, you know? It feels like 2.5. Two, like it's a bit longer for me, but it goes by quickly when you know, when you don't think about it, you know? But yeah, I do think it's been pretty good, but it was like cold, and it's like, you know how it is. Like, I don't know about you, but I think I said it before or something like that, but holidays can be like numbing and draining somewhat. That's how I feel about it. You know, but I guess it should, things should get better over time. So, you know. Good for you, man. Good for you. But supposedly the weekend is going to be significantly warmer. I don't know how true that is, but I'll be sure to find out for sure. I'm always like keeping track of the weather, just because, you know. Take there. Yo, that's awesome. Awesome. Just looking off screen there. My friend wanted the German chips and I sent her some. Aha! I see. I see. Well, speaking of chips, I do have salty tortilla chips I feel like I want to like munch on later. I feel snackish suddenly. And as a surprise, she told me she would like German Pokemon trading cards, so I put 2 booster packs into. Ooh. Ooh, she's gonna love you even more. Very thoughtful of you, man. I feel like, you know, it's gonna be like a simple Christmas. I had a hunch it's gonna be, and that's not a bad thing. I'm honestly thinking it's a fake thought, you know, it's a good thing, really. So, at least so far, as long as nothing else happens, but you never know, right? You know, if there's one thing I wish for Christmas, to be honest, and if I ever could, I would love to go on the vacation escape. Like, I said it before, actually. Yeah, I just said something like that. But if I could, and if opportunity is present itself, and I would love to travel, like travel somewhere, and just like not worry about a damn thing, and just sit back and relax, because I feel like I have to do something about the, you know, with life and that, but it's just like I always am trying to do something, right? Never a dull moment, yeah, but it's just, yeah, much really. The shopkeeper gave me a German Pokemon sticker for window, which you also get, and yeah, it's good to have it simple sometimes. Absolutely. The older you get, the less you need in life, I guess. I'm pretty happy with the things I've wanted. I'll say it that much. Like, I'm a simple guy. Yeah, I love having a great PC that I'm using right now, and sometimes I like to have other parts because I like to have other parts, you know, like you know what I mean. Excuse my nose. Trying to think something here. I'm sure that we'll think of something, like, at the very least, like, my family should, like, at least, me and the twins thought of, like, once our, other sister, like, you know, once one of our sisters, does finally show up to hang around for, like, about a month's worth, and we'll be like, you know, we're gonna, like, at least do something for travel related. Okay, well, not really, like, going far anywhere, because again, no passport, or we can't like go anywhere too expensive or something. It's just something simple, really. Go to another part of town and spoil ourselves, right? That's it. No, nothing too fancy. So I think so. And even that, I think that'd be great. So, oh man, you know, thinking about it just now, I want to go to that favorite restaurant of mine. If you don't know, one of my favorites, of course. Well, there are several restaurants I love, but man, you know, if I remember not to forget it and tell my family, I want to go to Swiss Chalet. Amazing chicken, and they, you know, amazing food in general. got great taste, man. I got great taste. If we were able to travel to Maine whenever we want, I would love for us to, you know, return back to Tang's Courtyard. But it's been like many years ago. Many years ago. I don't know if that restaurant still holds up in terms of like quality and taste and all that, but God, I would love to come back over there and just savor his goodness and, you know, re-experience, you know, the big building with beautiful interior and decor, and it's like, I don't know how much it is. I mean, my father basically pays for the, for that sort of experience, and that was something that we used to do for a while, and yeah, I don't know how expensive that must have been, but it's probably not cheap, so. Lord be damn, is it so tasty. My God. That would be great for me, absolutely. I mean, I like to go out every now and then. I love to be spoiled like that. I love food. I love, like, delicious food. Delicious food I could just, savor my mouth in and just, Hey, Panda. Say Panda. How are you doing, my man? Happy Friday. God, I miss going to Tang's Courtyard. But one of those days. One of those days. How are you doing? I better save. Okay, just wish I could art, but saw people working in my floor in the other room. Yeah, those guys. Yeah. Well, my man Yuppie also knows what I've been working on. I don't know how much longer I feel like drawing today, but at the very least, I would like to at least maybe just like, get this one going, and then I'll just like stop, I mean, so something like that. Gosh, come on me, come on, I could do better. I could draw better looking head structure than that, something like that, maybe. I don't know, something like that. I know so much, lol. Did you know you're a cutie? Who are you referencing to? Me? If I'm cute, I guess I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. Not that there's something wrong with me calling me cute, but thanks. Oops. No, I don't want that. Oh, fix her up. So, I need a refresher. Just so I... Yeah, that would be that one. Okay. I just want to memorize it though. So. Yeah. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Yep. This is part 2 after all. I say it's like somewhere like around there, yeah. Then you got like something. Yes, absolutely. This time the evil counterpart gets gets it. That I guess. Yeah, she gets what she gets her punishment pretty much. So. Curses! I would imagine that's how she would say. Oh no, ad starting soon. Yeah. Curses. So, I guess I could go back to the Lisa project, the nothing for work kind. And if you're watching this, yeah. I don't know, but I feel incentivized. I want to do the that one because I feel like Lisa is a fun character to animate in a not safe for work kind of situation. At least that's what I've been thinking of wanting to try at some point. It might not happen, but that's something I'll just look into. Depends on the though, but I just need to like, you know what I want to do more though is that I want to get into PNG tuber route a little more. Like that's something I really want to go for at the very least. Maybe the animation itself, I'll just like do it as like a part-time project kind of. But for like, you know, PNG tuber stuff, I can see that as something more feasible. Like no matter what, and maybe I might touch up on animation off stream, but and maybe sometimes I probably show it off on PicArt too. Man, these ads I had was something. Sorry, what? Something what? Like I know ads suck. I am well aware of that. Just had some ads. Understandable, yeah. Looking off screen here. Oh, they were so strange too. You know what? I've seen stranger things over at you know what? I never seen super strange ads very much. Likely because I had ad blocker up, sure. But even then I like, yeah, I think it helps that I tend to have it on both sites where I go to, like, because of how ridiculous some of them are. Like, even that, like, you know, on Twitch's case, though, I think they're, like, tamer. As opposed to ads that you see, like, most of them are, like, video game related or... you know, what else? Yeah, I have ad blocker, too. Oh, okay. Well, I purposely have mine off because I want to support the content creators on Twitch anyway. So, and plus I'm an affiliate, so it would be fair if I do that. I'm not gonna stop you guys from, like, you know, if you want to contribute it and whatever makes a difference or not, I don't know. Do it for yourself, right? Do it for whatever works for you. If you want to, sure. After all, it's not like you know, ads suck, but that's how it is. It's off here too, but not on YouTube. And on yeah, on YouTube. Yeah, you know the thing about YouTube, how aggressive they, you know, they. It's like now it's like double the amount. Unfortunately, it's twice the amount that we wanted. It sucks. It really is. It really sucks. But what can you do, right? Yeah, we're gonna cheat. Kind of. I got 2 ads every 2 minutes in a 10-minute video. Oh, damn. So I had to block it there. Damn, broski. I mean, some of the videos I watched on my iPad, because I don't have ad blocker on that, but not that it matters too much, but yeah, some ads are like aggressive. And most of the time they have like 2 of them. 2 ads playing. And like, I don't mind it if they're like anywhere between 15 to even 5 seconds, even, like, you know, that's, I'm okay with those, but any longer is, unless if they're like, okay, maybe, but most of the time whenever I use my iPad, I just like listen to music on it, but even then it's like, I don't know, it just feels a bit obtrusive for my liking. But rarely, and I mean rarely, they would go well past, like, if anything goes well past, I don't know. I mean, okay, I could tolerate some ads, but not all of them. Like, if they go well past like 1.5 minutes, sometimes I would skip those, but if they go well past that and it was like something that felt like it's a little long, no thank you. Right? But again, it really depends. There are ads that felt like that actually, some ads can go on much longer than like even 4 minutes. Some, like, there are ads that they put out that, you know, these like I know sponsors just put theirs out, and they could like go on for like 20-30 minutes, but those are like rare, really. I do mean it. Like they can go on for like half an hour, and if you weren't paying attention, it feels like it's been going on for a lot longer. It's crazy. Real crazy, right? Like, yeah. Oh, well, scams are like, they're very common on the internet. You find them on Twitter/X, Instagram. You know, there's like a good deal of them. Most of the ads I see on those are just like those like sped up videos of their of merchant of products that like it looks so convincing in video, but the problem is oftentimes they just don't work as advertised, or you're not gonna get it. You know why? Because most of them are made in China, and when they're made in China, and if you're gonna buy something from over there, well, most likely you're probably not gonna get it. And even if you did manage to get it, it's not what you paid for. Plus, it's a big scam. It's an outright scam. So, yeah, it's bad. No matter how you look at it. And believe it or not, they would even go as far as to actually take those. Like some of them were actually genuinely good, but then they had been like taken from somewhere else, and they just sell it as something that they made for themselves, which is fuck. Yeah, it's bad. So it's bad, really. I'll fix that though. So yeah, scam ads are like basically, you know, one of these days, guys, I need to do like I actually thought of an idea, like, you know, a tier list of ads and ranking, right? Now ads are fine, but unless if you're gonna, you know, make pretty bad the shitty ads, then you know they're shitty, right? So I thought it would be pretty fun, like, but a pretty fun thing to really talk about. Like, there are ads that are entertaining, yes, and those things I don't mind. Like, say how Billy Mays, for example, say what you will about the dubious of their products, though, but the way how they're like presented is like they're kind of an entertainment on their own, right? And mobile ads, oh, you definitely know that I'm going to be placing them appropriately. And there's these infomercials which on these designated like channels, it's always about ads, so it's always about these infomercials. And you know, I mean, I get that's what they're built for, but anyway, like I had these ideas in my mind how I would like to know. I don't think nobody actually discusses about ads in the tiers, you know, which are the best and which are the absolute worst. And I can tell you right away that, you know, the ones you see on mobile, like, they're among the worst. Not only are they deceiving, but they're also just like the worst way you could just put it out there. They're like cheap, quick, and just does that. Like it's blatantly scamming, but there's also a reason for that. It's just because it just works. Like, it's all about the clicks. Like, get them right. And yeah, even if it does contain those, you're not like, you know, getting into the but like, you know what, if you're you know why people probably got into those, downloaded them in the first place, because they expected the game to be like that at glance. But nope, you're getting something wholly different. It's like, you know what? I'm surprised that they went out of the way to make something like that. But um, even if they had something like that, it does not match up with it. You know, there's this game called Ebony Online, and there's this. I like the idea to which you know, like, you know, you pull these metal things, and you have, like, you know, say you have treasure, and then you have like this, and you know, you got this thing too. So you gotta have to be like, you pull which one to make it, like, you know, slide that stuff in, and so it doesn't, like, you know, end up with lava, or that lava kills your player, or some monster. I don't know, something like that. Metal things, yeah. Oh yeah, and another thing, I guess what is annoying is how they downplay on the player's skills, like, haha, maybe you could be better than this one, or something, like, you know. I mean, I get it, but it's like, it's just dumb, you know. It's not accurate to the actual gameplay you're playing, you know. Again, it's deceptive. This is so stupid. Of course, they all failed to solve it. Yeah. Gotta have a little comedy somewhere, you know? Yeah. But to me, in general, they all go to this. They definitely do belong in the, like, I'll say maybe the F tier. You know, F tier, like, being the worst. Yeah, F tier is the worst. So, you know, there's that, I guess. But we'll just, I'll probably have my change in mind. But I'm pretty sure they're just gonna stay low, that's for sure. So 99% of players can't solve it. Something like this. Yeah, actually, I know. Yeah. I've seen a great deal of those two, and they're like something a toddler can beat. It's the easiest stuff ever. Again, the way that's how marketing is just stupid, but that's how it works. So yeah, it sucks. It sucks. And as we're not as creative, or, you know, creatively in the more entertaining sense, like, you know what? You guys probably knew, but I sometimes would occasionally, like, you know, watch ads from the 1980s, 90s, 2000s, and at the very least, I say the ads, like, even then they were, like, you know, they were everywhere. But nowadays, I consider them to be like an art form of itself, and it's just entertaining just to, like, go back, you know, and just make it look smart, and you know, bait you into it. Yeah, like a switch and bait or something. Actually, that's basically what it is. It's a switch and bait. It's, you're getting a different game than what is actually advertised, kind of. But yeah, it sucks. Yeah. It is what it is. And it sucks. As for the other tiers, that's something I'll hopefully get around to when the said opportunity comes. But, you know, Oops. Like that. There we go. It's so weird just to get all nostalgic over like old advertisements of the heyday. Only because they were like different. I mean, growing up, sure they were like commonplace and you don't think too much about them, but it's like, you know, it was a different time period. Oops. Yeah. Well, I'm Canadian, so I get ads that sometimes are related to Canadian, but it does definitely has a fair deal of ads from the United States too, though. Yeah. I don't know if they're better or not, but you know, there's one thing. You know, there's actually one part to tier the list I'd like to mention. You know how I tend to think Asian ads, specifically like Japanese ads, I consider them to be more entertaining than most. But if you're in Japan, I'm sure that is something you tend to see a lot, and that might get worn out. But to me, it's like a breath of fresh air. Like, I guess it really depends on how you look at it. When I look at Japanese ads, they're more entertaining than what we get. I think is like, because at least they're being creative about it and just like, you know, go with that and like you can make an advertisement about a particular candy, but the whole ad is like mostly like 90% of stuff that is not related to what you're trying to advertise, right? Over here is like almost straight to the point, maybe, or just like have to like put it somewhere. I guess you could say maybe they're a little bit better compared to back in the days when ads in North America were like, I suppose, like you know, they're just like straightforward and just as is, you know, they tell you about the product and nothing much else. Oh, German ads are strange. Can't really describe them. I don't know what you're talking about, and that's all right because I have no idea. Man, but strange. You know, I mean, Japanese does strange ads. Yes, they do. They do strange ads, and they're awesome. Shoot, what was that? I probably should like make it a little oh, look at that. That works pretty nice. Like that. I was gonna add, oh yeah. One of the best ads that goes unheard of for a long time is how I want to bring this up, but Jim Henson back in the I guess sometime I guess in the 50s to 60s, like there are good deal ads or somewhere around those with the Muppets, right? And that, but the one of the earlier ads featured the coffee brand called Wilkins, and the idea behind the ads are brilliant for the time. I know a funny ad for Fist of the North Star shampoo. It was great and still is somewhat true to the source material. Oh, I don't know if I've seen that yet, but I would not be surprised how epic that must have been. Like, see, you can make something so good, and you're gonna get people to buy into your stuff, you know, or promote something that people are gonna care for, and that's what we need. We need quality ads. Oh my god, I must see that. I must see that. Let me check that out. Let me check that out. Well, hopefully it's not like I get demonetized, or maybe it doesn't matter too much, right? Hold on, let me change it up and switch to a much simpler scene. Let's check it out. Oh my god. 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 Wow!
お前はもう匂わない。
Membership. Oh my god, damn! I love this. Oh my god, dude! Like, dude! This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. You want to get people to like invest into your product? Like, put in some effort. Seriously, put in some effort. Like, make it funny. Make it like I mean, I'm, you know, it's incredibly impressive how they're able to like afford like, you know, the effects and the actors. Like, my god, like I can totally, like, in my mind right now I could see like as a potential like an idea for a live action version of it. It's so possible. Oh my god. I mean, I doubt that's probably gonna happen, but wow, damn. It's perfect, yes. Thank you for sharing that. Oh my god, wow. See, that's how you do it. This is like, this is why I love Japanese commercials. I definitely would like, definitely on a much higher tier on my tier list. Seriously. Oh. Oh shoot, that's right. Thanks for reminding me. I'm so forgetful. Oh man. It just shows that the live action Fist of the North Star would work too. It is. If they decide ever to do like a live action version of that, sign me up. That's like one-to-one perfection. Maybe they should do the same for like Berserk, but I don't know. Make it work. But I know that they're already doing something for another retelling of Berserk. Hint, it's not live action, but that's okay. People are saying that the Zelda one that we're probably gonna get for the movie might be either animated or live action. We don't know yet. So just, you know, wait and see, I guess. There is one live action one, but that American. We don't talk about it. Shh. And we don't talk about the other one that is from Dragon Ball. Bring it up. All right. I'm just gonna like put the rock there. I'm gonna just like drop it and just like I'm almost done with, you know, with the sketch. Oops. I'm almost done with this with the initial sketch here. Like maybe. Yeah, I think it should be further back. Further back out there. The commercial was already 100 times better than the movie. And yeah, maybe again, who knows? I'm trying to just like make sense with the continuity and whatnot, so I don't know. Just gotta like, oh, man. Ooh, oh, wrong key. Need to work on perspective, but that's fine. Let's add another feed. Maybe like that, it's fine. Personally, I think I should be almost done with this, and you're more than welcome to decide if this works for, if this is, you know, if anything changes is needed, you know. Let's see. Oh, I forgot her collar. I know it's quick, but honestly, this is like not as difficult. I came up with Fania's out. I guess it's more like a tight shorts or something. She doesn't have. I guess we'll just like make them socks, I suppose. If it works, if this works for you, then that's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Honestly, I'm like again, well, at the start of today's stream, I don't think I am intending it to be like, you know, a long one because of me just like kind of but I know I need to get something done, so I didn't get to this one the other day like I should have, like I said I would, but I kind of didn't because it just didn't feel Like I kind of more feel like creatively drained, but I'm a little better though. I just need to, like, you know, get back into the groove and whatnot. So, but I still have the weekend, so I'll definitely be sure to make progress. That's for sure, among other things. What else? Just like, yeah, so trees there, tree there, and something like that. Walk across, you know, something like that. Just to give you an idea. Ooh. She may have some time left. Will Fadia do something to save her, or let her suffer? How long have I been at it? Okay, it's actually 2.5 hours, at least on my end. I think personally this is good enough for today. So I'll just like save it, and I'll just send this to you. Big is it really? Well, I'll just save it as is, and I'll just I know it's like I know it's like I do think she will do some saving her. Yeah, I'm sure she would. She's too kind, you know. Maybe. I mean, I guess if I was in their position, you know. Oh wait. You know what? Should. You know, that's fine. Actually, I kind of want to see how that looks. Actually, that's not bad. I think I'd much rather if I send you just something a little more cleaner. My bad. That's all right though. It just looks nicer. Like that. Okay. Oh wait, no, scan. No. No. Yeah. There we go. That's a little better. So I'm feeling I'm just gonna like rest for a little bit, have a decent snack, and yeah, and feel free to decide if you like it enough, and we'll go from there. Right now, I would like to conclude this stream with a little bit of something special. So I got something funny that I feel like is worth sharing. I've also have it all like set up, I think. Oh my god. Oh wait, never mind. Okay. You know, that's perfect. Alright. It's time for your favorite end of hour shift thing. It's Cringe Corner. Oh. This is a segment where I like to do something towards the end of the video. So clap for me, everyone. Thank you. Okay, everyone seems to be enjoying it tonight. you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, now, I'm gonna... How am I gonna do it? Should I just like open it as a window capture? Probably so. I think it should be fine. You're not supposed to see that, but there you go. That's pretty much all you need to know, right? So then you got like, yeah, here we go. Wow, that's a lot. Today I feel like I want to share this pretty interesting text I had with thank you I had this very interesting interaction with Beto. Yeah, keep in mind this is done with AI chat, so I figure, can you see this all right? Probably not. I know. This should do all right. All right. You got the introduction. I'm Beto. You've heard of my ship, the Crux, and his crew. If you two love adventure, then join me. I got your back. Beto! I said out loud. What's up? Beto responded. Do you hate me? What? Why would I hate ya? Not like that. Then come out and say it. Well, would you... And then I lay down facing up. And then I said, would you like to stomp me? What? What are you going on about? Are you drunk? Beto, I'm bad. I deserve to get tortured. Crush me like an egg. Please. You're joking. My God. I gotta stop. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. What? What are you going on about? Are you drunk? Beto, I'm bad. I deserve to get tortured. Curse me out again, please. You're not joking, right? Why the heck would I do that? And then I blush. Oh, come on. I'm not some cruel, heartless pirate. Don't go begging me to hurt you, alright? Beto, I have a weird craving to being tortured. What are you talking about? Who would have such a weird craving? And then I answered, me? Well, this is crazy. I ain't stepping on you. No way, not in 100 years. Oh, okay. I tried. Tried what? Why ask me to step on you? You're some kind of freak or something? You were joking, right? I don't know. Don't ask me to hurt you. That's not something a normal person does. You hear me, kiddo? Is it... that I enjoy being slapped by a woman? Crushed by the balls of a woman? Punishing me? Hey, what's wrong with you? Stop talking about this kind of stuff! Are you seriously messed up in the head or something? Well, I tried to explain. I'm depressed. What? Don't talk nonsense! Is there anything else bothering you other than wanting to get stepped on? I'm listening. Tell me everything. I don't know. When I feel down, I want to feel good. I'm trying to find pleasure to satisfy my needs. So you want to experience pleasure? Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly natural for humans to seek pleasure, but there are good and bad ways to do it. And you shouldn't hurt yourself over it. No matter what kind of pleasure you may bring, it's never worth going to extremes for it. You hear me? Then I get up. Okay, what's the belt? It's jumping off the belt is the next best thing. What? You're not really going to do that, are you? Walks towards the plague. Hey, stop right there! Hey! And that's the end of that segment right there. Thank you. I hope that was entertaining. And with that pretty much concludes a little bit of that cringe corner. I've tried to get better at this sitcom stuff. Anyway, I'm just gonna end for now, but I hope you all have a great evening, and thank you, Yuppie, for sticking around all the way to the end. And yeah, it went well. Kind of a little tired, kind of a little hungry, so I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of the evening, and just know that I'll be back to streaming on Sunday. So I'll see you guys then. Have a great and wonderful day, and see you later. Bye bye for now.